So I went downtown to drink some Jamba Juice and get a coffee, and I brought this book with me just to read a little bit. This book I got a long time ago. I get a lot of books and I never really read through all of them. Um, I don't know why. And anyway, so it's Mass Control, Engineering Human Consciousness by Jim Keith. I think I got this one like in the weeks, literally the weeks right before I started getting targeted. So that's like 3 or 4 years ago or whatever. 3 years ago. Anyways, so this was written in 1999. That's when the copyright is. The guy, Jim Keith, who wrote it, died right after it came out, I guess. Tripped off stage at Burning Man. Problem with his knee. Told his friends, I don't think I'm going to make it out of the hospital. I think they're going to kill me. And he didn't make it out of the hospital. He died in the hospital. Anyways, so I was trying to find some, instead of just reading through it linearly, tried skipping for something I'd find interesting. And I think there's a great Adolf Hitler quote right to start the book. What luck for rulers that men do not think. Adolf Hitler. Okay, so I skipped to first chapter that piqued my interest was chapter 12, Jolly West and the Violence Center. So that's on page 115. So it says, Air Force Major Louis Jolyon West, quote, Jolly West, his nickname Jolly, signed up kind of like how Mengele's nickname was the Angel of Death, White Angel or whatever. Signed up early on as a co-conspirator in the CIA's MK Ultra, although most of his activities in the program are shadowed. In the most famous event of his career, while he was chairman of the Department of Psychiatry at the University of Oklahoma, West injected an elephant named Tusco with a huge dosage of LSD in an experiment supposedly designed to provide insight about animal behavior. Not surprisingly, Tusco collapsed into a stupor, and while trying to bring the elephant back to consciousness with a variety of drugs, West succeeded in killing the animal. West lived in the Haight-Ashbury in the summer of 1967 and was supposedly involved in a project of studying the hippie in his native habitat. Studying the hippie in his native habitat. That should be a National Geographic program. This was at the time that CIA chemists were allegedly collaborating and setting up laboratories for the production of LSD in the Bay Area, and one can only speculate just what West was up to. West was in charge of the Department of Psychiatry at UCLA and director there of the Neuropsychiatric Institute until his death in 1999. So they died the same year. Interesting. Poetic almost. In 1973, during Ronald Reagan's governorship in California, West proposed the creation of what he dubbed a Center for the Study and Reduction of Violence that would have been located in an abandoned Nike missile base in California. I just drove past one of those today. I wonder if it's the same one that they plan to have this one at, the one over the hill from over in the Headlands by the YMCA out there. Anyways, probably not the same one. In a letter, Dr. J.M. Stubblebine, the Director of Health in California Office of Planning, West said, in a letter to Dr. J.M. Stubblebine, the Director of Health in California Office of Health Planning, West said, comparative studies could be carried out there in an isolated but convenient location of experimental or model programs for the alteration of undesirable behavior. West said that there were certain factors that militated, never heard of that word before, toward violent behavior, including sex, male, age, youthful, ethnicity, black, and urbanicity. Another word I didn't know existed, urbanicity. Okay, and now here's the part that I knew I had to make a video for the TIs. The next paragraph starts, says, here's page 116 of Mass Control. In a secret memo, he discussed projects that the center might employ in more detail. He said, now, by implanting tiny electrodes deep within the brain, it is even possible to record bioelectrical changes in the brain of freely moving subjects through the use of remote monitoring techniques. They are not yet feasible for large-scale screening that might permit detection of a violent episode. A major task at the center should be to devise such a test. So yeah, there you go. And it goes on from there. And there's a bunch of other stuff. It goes into how the Nazis took over America, and Jack Ruby talking about it before they suicided him. Or no, they said he died of medical problems, right? Cancer or something. But yeah, so Golly West, he was McVeigh's lawyer, doctor after the Oklahoma City bombing. Another inside job. Who else? He really didn't like Scientology very much. I didn't finish watching it, but there was a somewhat funny lecture by him talking smack about Scientology on Google Video. I'll see if I can find it, and if I can, I'll post it in the links, but I think that one got taken down. But yeah, there you have it.